Hello, good morning to Sir Raslan. My name is Sebastian Dampa Anajeros James. So I'm from class BA for 243 4B. So today, in this lovely morning, I would like to introduce you to my business, which is called Family Recipe Masakan Set. So, my business is established on the 12th of February 2020. So my business is about making a healthy food as my training, which is provide a full service. So my location is best is at my hometown, which is called Serato, Sarawak. Now, vision for my company is about making the food last long at the tongue. I want to make the people remember the taste of my food, although it's very nutritious food, but it is very delicious. So next about the mission for our for my business is about we provide a full service. I want to dominate the market through my family recipe. So our goals is to make we would like to prepare a healthy food, which is we're trying to prove that better than fast food. So at my business, every business have their pro and cons. So we have our challenges to prepare my business on going for this business. I can say that people nowadays prefer a fast food compared to home cook. This is because fast food, it will literally fast because it was a frozen food compared to home cooked. Fast food will be cooked around 50 minutes and below of it. So to prepare a home cook, it will take times. It will consume time because you have to prepare the ingredient and all the materials compared to the frozen food. So I can see that nowadays um, people now are ready really like to taking picture of a food. So compared to home cook is literally we don't decorate our food. Literally, we we want people to evaluate food by tasting it, not the way it decorate. So people preference nowadays, they like to taking a pictures of the food, and it has been become a trend nowadays. So next is about um, people are ready to really like to expand to spend their money expensively on fast food compared to home cook. Now we can see that such as KFC or Sugar Bun, we people people ready to spend a lot of money uh, per meal for for every family trips. Now compared to home cook, when you do home cook, it can be prepared not immediately, but uh, it's very at low cost. You can eat in a very delicious food at a very cheap price. Now that's that is literally the problems nowadays. So next is about I want to talk about the SWOT for my business. So every company or every business, they will have a strength, they will have weaknesses and opportunity and threats. So we can see that um, at my place, I have two competitors can be compared with. So my competitors is Sugar Bun and KFC. So my strength is about family recipe is we prepare a healthy food. So because it's healthy is because it have enough ingredient where it provide some amount of the ingredient are being prepared accordingly to the food chain, according to the pyramid of the food. So we can prepare a low cost food compared to the fast food. As for the KFC and Sugar Bun, they have a loyal customer, so they're literally easy to attract their customer to come for their restaurant compared to mine. So next is about weaknesses. As I said before, we have been established at this year, which is 2020. So it's kind of hard for me to attract people to come or to purchase my product, is because they haven't tried the my product compared to those two. So those two, they have literally a lot of the branches in the Malaysia. So it easy for them to only promote the menu and so on compared to mine. And another thing is about, at my place, people rather eat fast food compared to my home cook. Fast food, because the food to be prepared are very fast compared to, I know people can very hungry at the times, but yeah, to prepare a home cook, we need to be patient about it, and every step of it we have to monitoring how it will be mixed, whether it have enough amount of salt or sugar or something like that. So another thing about my business is about the delegation of work at my business will be not existed, because my capital is literally small. So I don't have enough money to employ any of my employees. So the responsibility to take care of the every raw material, every deliveries, every pickup and packaging the food will be at my responsibility. So compared to those two, they have a big capital which they can hire employees to delegate their works, so it will be faster compared to mine. Mine is, I need to do this for responsibility at my own, so I will need more times to preparing things. So as for the opportunity, my place is very small. I mean, my place is divisional. So when it comes to divisional, the 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 community there is very small and compact. So I can see this opportunity that compared to the cities area, can provide a food deliveries at my hometown. So people will actually like it, because the trending now is making, we want food delivered to our home. They just need to click or whatever through the social media and order it, and just be at their front door. So that is about my opportunity, good about my family recipe. And as for the Sugar Bun and KFC, compared to those branches in the cities area, they don't provide any deliveries of food at the branches. I don't know why. I think it's because the amount of the our community and my place is kind of low, and it kind of waste of service if they provide one. So I think that is the reason. So next is about my opportunity is we do provide various food every day. So then today I have special menu about chicken. The next day I will provide a home cooked burger or homemade burger. Or next another day I will provide a lamb chop or anything, something like that. So compared to those two, they only have the special menu on the special event, or they have the special menu from the any headquarters or whatsoever. So compared to mine is that I have the varieties of everyday menu. So this is good thing about the family recipe. So the next thing about opportunity I give that I want to give a good first impression to my customer. In order to do that, I have to give them a special price at the very first purchase um, for my product. For example, I give you is about I prepare a dish which is small, medium, and large. So every three of this size will be at different price. For example, such as small, I will give my dishes for about 5 ringgit. So for every first customer purchase my product and for the very first time, I will give discount for about 2 ringgit. So I want to give I want by giving that I want to promoting that my product at a cheap price first before they can give the good feedback from my food. So I want to what I'm trying to say is that I'm messaging people is my food it is worth it for it, something like that. So next is about trend. When we talk about trend, compared to those two, Sugar Bun and KFC, I can see that I have a very large competitors because I have been established this year, and for them, they have established for a very long times. So they literally have every branches in the whole Malaysia compared to mine. So I have to compete with them for all that reason. And another thing about is the store at my community, we do sell the same product but with a different ingredient. So I believe that every food have been made, although it's the same ingredient, but it will not be the same taste. For example, like I'm telling you is I'm following the my mother's ingredient. When I cook it, compared to my mother when she cook it, it will be a different taste, although it have the same ingredient. So every touch of person for the food will be a different taste of it. So this is literally our traits at my business. For our opportunity recognition, I will provide a fast respondent from my customer. I want their feedback. I do want their feedback about my food, how they like it, on how they would like it to be tested. So when I have this feedback, I can develop a new menu or adding something to it, or adding something for my ingredient. So at the time I'm selling my product, I receive learning about something new from my feedback customer. So next thing is about I want to promoting the home cook is better than the fast food, because I want to make I know home cook sometimes can very uh, because it's healthy, so it's kind of not of preference, but we do eat home cook because um, we usually eat fast food because it's very delicious, and the amount of and the ingredient of, to use that um, to making that food is very unhealthy compared to what we cook. Another thing is about because I do my business at my place at my hometown. So literally, the community there, I'm very familiar with them. I got my parents, I got my friends, and my plus my parent friends, whereby they can support me for my business. So literally, they can promoting my product by testing it for the first time, and then um, my business is spreading through the mouth of people in there. So when people we know each other, so it's kind of getting easier for me to making the food to distribute around the area. So that is literally my good opportunity for my business. So next is about the BMC model canvas. They have 9 characteristics or the element of this model. Firstly is about key partner, key resource, key of opportunities. They have cost structure, they have revenue stream, they have customer segment, they have customer relationship, they have value of proposition, and they have of key of activities. So every different part of this element will be distributed into a very different definition of it. So my key of partner will be the CCK and the Namleong. The CCK will provide me with a fresh meat. They will provide me with the meat that are fresh, such as chicken, for the lamb, and um, besides that, they also provide a wet market at my place. So next is thing about Namleong is about they provide me with the wrapping packet of food. So I will buy it from them because they will provide a good package of food. So next is about the key of activities, whereby I will provide my customer with a good value of food, which is I can give them with a good price. I mean a reasonable price. So next is about a key of resources. My key of resources is about my mother. My mother teach me how to cook. So I will learn it from her because I believe that everybody love the mom cook. So I'm here giving using that advantages because I love my mom cook, and then I want to try to sell her ingredient and try to sell using her skill and knowledge. I want to sell it as my product. So next is about my channel. My channel, I'm using my business through my social media. And one thing is about at my place in my hometown, we do really like social media, but um, because the influence for at my hometown is we kind of very familiar with all the people there, so um, it mostly spread through word from people to people, meaning to say that people experience my food, then they will give the feedback to another person. So that is how my business spreading. And as for using the social media is because I want to update any of the food or any of the outsiders, I mean outsiders, where I can attract them by knowing my activities on my menu for every day. So next is about my customer segment. My customer segment is I will definitely recharge them for about below 30 for every dishes, for every purchase that make of food at my place for my business. So including the deliveries, it will not literally will be above of 30 ringgit. So another thing is about my place is very small, so the spreading of the product will be easier for me at my place. So another thing is about my business is we do a full service whereby we do bake, we do cook meat, and we do a lot of very various kind of food. So that is a good thing about my business. So another thing is about getting to a customer relationship. I have to be polite to them. I need to listen to them from their feedback on how they like the food. So uh, in order to do that, I want them to become loyal for my product and become trusted product. So that is what I'm trying to do is that. So another thing is about the cost structure. Cost structure for my business, I use it for the first time is about my capital is about 500 ringgit. So uh, luckily I have very um, thank God because my business is successfully. I will get the profit for about 1,000 per month of that. Excluding the transportation fees for about 200. Um, as for my revenue stream, so my revenue stream is when I purchase the chicken for about 30 kgs or something like that, it will cost me for about 60 ringgit, and the purchase of the all the raw materials and all the food wrappers and everything I need to um, I need to my cash flow will be amount of it will be in and out. So I guess that's all for my presentation for my business plan and so on. So that's all from me. Thank you.